Hey, welcome back to Vintage on Vintage. I'm Steve. Today's video, I'm going to share with you the cards I've picked up over the last 30 days since Strongsville. I think there's 11 cards total. A couple of them I was inspired or at least motivated by some pickups I saw some fellow YouTubers make. But I'm really excited to share these with you. So let's just flip this camera around so I can show you some cards. So the first two cards I'm going to share are cards I picked up for last month's Bargain Hunters episode that I do with John. John P. collects cards. We did Henry Aaron for 35 bucks, and I always like to show them in this format because I think this camera does the cards justice. I picked up two cards, one unofficial, one official. Both cards were each less than 35 bucks, so pretty excited. The first one I picked up is this beauty. I picked up this 1959 Aaron Club's World Series Homer Baseball Thrills card, and that's just a beautiful card. And I picked that one up, which excites me because, as you guys know, I picked up the Aaron rookie card in Strongsville, so I am now looking to complete as much of his Topps run as I can. And this was one card that I always wanted, so I was excited to add that. And then this is my official entry. One of the best combo cards out there. It's the Fence Busters card. Henry Aaron, Eddie Matthews, 1959. So the cool thing is, like, for 35 bucks or less, I was able to pick up 1959 cards of Henry Aaron. And I will tell you that if the budget would have been 50 to 60 bucks, there were a lot of great options out there. So if you're a Henry Aaron fan and you're looking for some cards to add to the collection that won't break the bank, they're out there. Just go check them out. Next month, by the way, we're doing Jim Rice. I'm excited to do that one with John. Then, you know, it was a Friday afternoon and I was a little bored, so I went to my local LCS and I found some cards. I found 11 cards that I picked up with the intent to resell. But when I got home, I decided that I wanted to keep 3 of them. So here they are. The first one is this 1969 Don Drysdale. You know, in all honesty, this isn't my favorite Drysdale card. He's got a lot of really great cards. But I'm looking to complete the Drysdale run, and this is his last card. And I think this one's a pretty nice version. I think it'll grade in the 5 to 6 range, which is perfect for what I'm looking to do. So I was happy to add that card. Next card that I picked up was this beauty, this 1974 Steve Garvey, which you guys know, Garvey is one of my favorite players. He's right up there, probably my favorite Dodger for sure. And I love this card. You know, TJ Mack, he did an episode, and when he talking about the artistic value of this card, and it really is a special card. Couldn't do it the justice Terry did, but I just think it's a cool card, and it's one that I wanted a nice version, and I found this one, and I decided I'm going to keep this one. Most likely, I'll grade that. And then the last one I picked up that I know I'm keeping is this beauty. Look at this. This is 1972 Willie Mays in action. You know, I'm a big fan. I think these in-action cards can be underrated. In this set, you know, 2 of my favorites are the Clemente and the Mays. I've got the Clemente graded already. I didn't have a good version of the Mays. This one's really sharp. It's in centered really well. So I'm excited to add this one. It'll make its way to SGC at some point. The next 3 cards were cards, you know, I was shopping. It was at night. I was out looking on eBay, and I ran across some cards that I just had to grab. The first one is this beauty. Look at this. One of my favorite cards of all time, the 1971 Bobby Orr. I just absolutely love this card. If you've followed my channel or watched my channel, you know that about 3 years ago, I picked up an ungraded version of this and I sent it into SGC. It came back authentic and it had color added, and it looked like there'd been some coloring done up here. And I was disappointed, and it's quite honestly, it's a card I've been looking to potentially upgrade. And then I saw this one, and this one was underpriced in my opinion for how beautiful it was. So I snagged it right away, and I'm pretty excited now to have a graded version. I think in my last video, I got back the Esposito of this set in a 6. And Orr and Esposito, they were just, I mean, they were two of the superstars when I was growing up as a kid. So, and Bobby Orr is my favorite hockey player, hands down. So, really excited to add this one. And then sticking with Bobby Orr, I saw this and I knew I had to have it. Look at this beauty. This is a 1972-73 Bobby Orr. First of all, this set and SGC were like made for one another. Look how good this card looks in an SGC slab. And this is a beautiful card, beautiful, beautiful Bobby Orr. And it wasn't, it wasn't cheap by any means, but I thought for a card this beautiful, it was priced really, really reasonable. I thought it was a good deal. So I grabbed this, I grabbed it. I won the bid, actually, and I was so excited to grab this card. And then the last card in that shopping spree for me, I went back to the Henry Aaron well because I wanted to, I want to complete that Henry Aaron run. And look at this beauty. I absolutely love this card. These all-star cards, I think, are underrated, and this one's in fantastic shape. I couldn't ask for anything better. Got a great deal on it. I'm excited to add another Henry Aaron there as I start to continue to inch my way towards completion on his set. I told you guys earlier that 2 cards I was inspired or say motivated. These were cards that I wanted, that I saw were picked up by other YouTubers that motivated me to get off the snide and finally go get them for myself. The first one, I was watching our good friend Dylan, Double T Vintage Baseball Cards, and he picked up a beautiful 1965 Sandy Koufax. And I decided I had to do the same, so this is the one I picked up. And I'm really excited about this. This, as you know, I picked up the Koufax rookie also in Strongsville, so now I'm trying to complete his run, and this was one I didn't have, and this is one of my favorite Koufax cards. I mean, this is right up there with his 55 and 56 in my mind. This is just a classic card. I love the coloring on this card. Really excited to add this card. So pick that one up. I want to say thank you, Dylan, for motivating me to get off the snide and add that to the collection. The next card I was motivated to pick up, I was watching my good friend Terry, TJ Mack, and Terry picked up this amazing 1949 Bowman of Vern Stevens. It's his rookie card, and he picked it up. I think it's in an SGC 5, and it's gorgeous. And I'm a big Vern Stevens fan, like Terry. I believe he should be in the Hall of Fame. I have a couple of his cards, but the one I was missing was his rookie. I looked for one graded, and I couldn't find one, but I was able to find an ungraded version, and look at that. This card is just a beauty. It's got a great coloring, good picture of Vern, and it's really, really well centered. It's got a little bit of corner issues, of course. It's a 1949, but this is a beauty, and I was really excited to add this one. This one will make its way to SGC in the near future, and I'm excited to see what it comes back. So thank you, Terry. Just like Dylan, you motivated me to finally go out and add that card. Last card, back to the Henry Aaron. Well, I found this card, and I was excited to add it. It's the 1957 Henry Aaron. It's the reverse negative. And this card, it's in pretty good shape. It's got a little bit of a nick here. The centering's not perfect, but all in all, I think it's a great picture. It doesn't have a lot of snowing. And I was excited to add this card. This card's, not a cheap card, and I got a really good deal on it. So I grabbed it. Anyway, that's it. Those are the cards that I picked up since Strongsville. As always, first of all, I just want to say thanks to anybody who takes time in their day to watch my videos. I'd love to hear which of these cards you liked best. Until then, stay safe, keep collecting, and we'll talk to you soon.